Hey guys, so what I have here today is basil. We use it every day in normal life. So what we did this afternoon is we went out in the garden, we took this bowl, and we picked a buttload of basil.
And how do we pick basil, Baylor?
So we use scissors to cut the stems. Then we pulled the leaves off. Then we put the stems in the garbage.
So just a second, Kaylee. How come we plant why do we plant basil?
We plant basil
So we can use it
That's right. So we can use it
for soup.
for soup.
we make, we can stuff. We use our herbs in soups. Me and my grandma and my mom make tomato basil soup. That's one of the reasons why we plant basil. The second reason is to keep the bad bugs away.
From what?
Tomatoes. We plant basil in our tomato beds. So we take where we cut basil. You might be asking, where do they cut the basil? So you find the basil, you take the stems, and you cut them. But you leave the bottom. You have to leave some leaves on it so it can produce more basil. We want lots of basil this year.
That's right. And basil is one of those things that will continue to produce if you'll cut it back. Now, one of the things you need to do is you need to make sure if you're not ready to harvest your basil yet, you've got to go in and take off any of the flowers.
You have to pick every leaf of the basil.
Mila, tell them what you found today.
We found dragonflies. They were circling around the tomatoes.
So what the dragonflies do to basil is
They plant flowers on them.
and that's not good. It's like a little thing it's like when parents say, stop growing. And it's like a
I
little
think
flower.
you're being just a little bit silly. But you
My
need
mom
to,
says it all the time.
Yeah. So one of the things you need to do is you need to keep track of your basil. Now we've got basil in how many different tomato beds? Probably
Like
10?
40?
Oh, well, not quite 40.
We don't have 40 beds.
But we've got them in
We've
10
got a
beds.
bed.
And so we don't want the flowers, we don't want your basil to start flowering, because if it does, then it tells the plant, hey, I've done my job, I don't need to grow anymore. So even if you're not ready to harvest, thank you. Even if you're not ready to harvest your basil, you should go ahead and pick the flowers off of them. Now this is the same in every single one of your herbs. If your herbs get to the point that they're starting to flower, pop those flowers off and keep popping them off until you're ready to harvest. Now this basil, we have so much basil and we're really excited about it though. So we've got the basil now, and it's all on these big long stems. And some of our basil was really, really long, wasn't it, Kaylee?
Yeah.
And so, Baylor, what are we going to do?
So we're gonna pick the leaves of it. Remember to pick every one of the leaves, guys. Okay. So you cut some basil. You cut the basil and leave some leaves, so the basil can grow back and you can have more basil to make some basil soup.
So I'm going to take this stem.
Hey, Baylor's right. We're only gonna pick so much so we can have more basil soup.
So I'm going to take this off.
But now
And
what do
show
we
you.
do with it?
So, you see the leaves here? Floppy leaves. So, you know these little stems here? You don't want these stems. Nuh-uh. So you're going to pick, here, let me do it closer. So you're picking right off the stem, like that. So it looks like that.
Okay.
Then we're going to throw the stems in the garbage. Then just do that over and over and over until you got no more basil on your stems.
Okay, and then we'll show you what we're gonna do with our basil as soon as we've got it all
Bye,
picked
guys.
off the stems.
Be right back.
I want to just talk a little bit about letting your kids help you in the garden. Now, this is one of those little tasks that Baylor is 5 years old, and he can do this task, can't you?
But the good thing about this week is Baylor's turning 6.
It is Baylor's birthday this week, and he is going to turn
Not
6.
this week.
Yeah, this week.
But anyway, So
Today?
as long as you are really good and careful about watching what they're doing, you can go out and help them, or they can help you to cut your basil.
Just like my grandma did to me.
Yep, just like we let Baylor do today.
But
this is,
I've been cutting basil
is
for a
tiny.
couple of years
This
because
is so tiny.
I've been working in the garden ever since I was little.
so, and the
And
other thing
remember
is,
to never pick the stems.
right, never pick the stems.
I told you
So
that.
see, this is another task that your grandkids or your children can help you
before
do
we
when you're
forget.
getting ready to, after you've harvested your basil, they can help you pick it up off the stems. And quite honestly, I think
It's fun.
Kaylee has been doing this since she was about 4, probably. And so, and I think gardening is like anything else. If you can instill in your children a love of it, then they'll continue to use that for the rest of their lives.
I'll definitely have a garden when I'm older. And I'll also have a garden when we move into our new house. When my dad builds it.
So anyway, just keep that in mind. You can find,
And the reason you never pick the stems on leaves is because the stems could make another basil who would ruin the whole shoot.
that's right. The stems don't taste good, do they, Kaylee and Baylor? All right, so anyway, just keep in mind what tasks you can have your kids and grandkids help you so that
This is one of them.
this is one of them. But just keep that in mind. We'll talk about some others that they can do as we're doing some more videos this year.
Bye.
Bye.
So we wondered, where did the name basil come from? And in history, basil was used in kingly items. And that's what basil means, is king.
So we were one, and then after they said that, we were like, what type of kingly things? They were used in perfume. I personally love the smell of basil. So, why? That is why I love the smell of basil. It was used in perfumes. It was also used in holy oils.
Right, because it smelled so good, they would put it with essential oils for anointing. So if you ever wonder why you like basil so well and why you like the smell of basil so well, it's because it was
Perfumes.
Used
perfumes
in
and it was royal. One thing about having these kids help me is that it never stops. It's like going 90 all the time. So I'm sorry if that frustrates you, but my life has kids in it, and I'm so grateful for that. And they went and put the scissors away, and now they're coming back and going back and coming in and going out. So I think they've about lost all the patience they have in picking basil off of the stems. But as soon as we get all of them done, which we're pretty close, there's not very many left, then we'll go ahead and show you how we're going to get them ready to freeze dry.
Hey guys, so we finished cleaning out all of the basil. So right now now it looks like this.
Yeah.
So now
Now it just looks like leaves with no
Yeah.
stems on it. So we're going to give it a bath, aren't we?
yeah, we're gonna give it a bath because we're gonna freeze dry it. See back there, our freeze drying machine. You can't see it, but it's back there by the door.
So what
So we're gonna clean the basil. We're gonna give it a bath without soap.
without soap, you're right.
No soap, or else you could, or else you'll get sick.
Okay.
Wash.
All right, so there we go.
My gosh. Here you go.
What am I doing? Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.
All right. Kaylee, Baylor's out helping outside. Can you go get the other bowl off of the table, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do, all we're doing is rinsing it, because I do organic gardening, and well, not completely organic, but this has had nothing on it. There's been no fertilizers or anything on it. It's just grown in the garden. So we're just gonna give it a quick bath, and then we're going to, after we've got it rinsed off, what do we do, Kaylee?
We're gonna put it in this bowl. We're
Well,
gonna,
we're gonna strain it.
yeah, we're
we
gonna
want-
strain it because we don't want any water inside the bowl.
Right, so what are we gonna do?
We're gonna take it out, and then we're gonna And then we're going to fill it up with our hands. I'm going to hold it, and she's going to put basil in it.
Yep.
Then we're going to rinse it off real fast.
Okay, so it's been rinsed off, and now we've got all the water off of it, so we're going to put it in another bowl.
So we're going to take
Careful,
it
careful,
here.
just a second.
Yeah, I'm going to put it.
Okay.
And I'm going to flip it into this bowl.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and finish all of this, and then we'll show you how we prepare to put it in the freeze dryer.
Be right back.
All right, so I have a medium-sized freeze dryer, and these are the medium-sized trays, and it's a Harvest Right, and it takes 4 trays. And so we've got our basil, and it's all ready.
We showed you how we cleaned it and everything. Whee!
Okay, and so then we're gonna just take it by the hand and just put it on here. Now, we want to make sure and spread it out
But not too much, because we want the whole tray being covered.
we want the whole tray covered. But if you will spread it out more, then it will be easier for it to freeze dry. And you won't have some areas, you won't have any pockets in there that
Aren't freeze dried.
that aren't freeze dried. And so that looks good. So we're gonna go to the next tray. And Kaylee's gonna do this one. Kind of separate it out.
Oh no. Flour.
Uh-oh, take that flour off there. Throw it in the garbage can. Okay, so there's our second one.
This is also the time that you can make sure that you didn't leave any flowers on it while you're spreading it out.
We probably need a little bit more, sis.
Yeah, I know.
When you do this, you want to spread it out so that you don't see any of those gray mats, but you don't want it to be heaped on there so that you don't have any pockets. Now, if I was going to do not only basil, but say peppermint
Or sage
or something like that, which our peppermint and our sage are ready to be harvested as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have to harvest those tomorrow.
That's right. We'll probably do those later in the week, but we want to continue up that way. I would probably have a couple of trays of basil, so it'd be a little bit thicker than it is right now. But I'm not ready to do those yet. We just know that we had to get the basil done because it was starting to flower, wasn't it, Kaylee?
Yep. And well, we don't live here, so we don't really see it flower. My grandma's the one that sees it flower, but she tells my mom and my dad that she's gonna take us home.
Take us home with them for a little bit and help me, huh?
Yep.
Kaylee is such a good helper this year. She helps me every day. After I get done with work, I go down to my mom's and I pick her and her brother up. Now, not always do I pick up her brother because sometimes her brother doesn't want to go, but he's getting better about coming and helping, isn't he?
We have water in here.
Okay, well we'll just pick it up and drain it. But anyway, Kaylee, do you want to tell them why you're being such a good helper?
So this year we're going. I have an uncle that lives in Roosevelt. So and he is one of my best uncles. Well, I only have one, so all my uncles are the best. But
What Kaylee's trying to tell you is that I made a deal with her. If she would come and help me every day after school or after work, then I would donate some money for her to go because they're going to go to
California
and go to Disneyland this fall.
and Universal.
All right, so we've got these all ready, and we're gonna go put them in the freeze dryer, and then we will show you what they look like when they come out of the freeze dryer, and then what we do with them after that. So we'll see you in a little bit.
Bye, guys.
All right, so the basil has all gotten freeze dried, and I want to show you what it looks like. It's quite green, and it's just, you hear that? All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to crunch this all up, just like that, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it in this bottle, and then we want to seal up that bottle because we don't want any moisture to get into it. How come, Katie?
Because if moisture gets into these leaves, they will not be crunchy anymore, and you cannot use them.
You can use them, but you have to catch them really fast because once they start taking on moisture, then they're going to mold, and you don't want that to happen. So we want to go ahead and
Because it can make the soup really, 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 really bad.
But
mold
don't-
does that to soup.
Don't touch Don't touch them with your bare hands.
Don't.
Always wear gloves.
I always.
Or else moisture can get into them.
Yep, you'll get moisture from your bare hands. So we'll show you what they look like when we've got them all crunched up.
Don't stand.
All right, so we're all done. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. It just looks like the basil that you would have come right out of your package when you get it from the store. And so what we're going to, oh, excuse me. What we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this jar. Oh, Kaylee, I'm going to hold it, okay? We're going to take the jar and we're just going to put that into it. See how beautiful that is? And it's so pretty and green. And the thing about having this fresh basil, once we process, the taste is just so, it's more fresh, isn't it, guys?
That's so sad.
Yep.
To me, basil tastes like a big bowl like nothing.
Yeah, Kaylee doesn't really. Baylor, your head is in the way, sweet pea. Anyway, so we've got ahead and so now this was 4 trays in a medium freeze dryer. And it fills this, I think that this is like a 6-ounce jar. So you get quite a bit of basil. Now, this will not be the only time that we will process basil this year, will it,
We're
Keely?
gonna do it lots of times, guys.
We're gonna do it lots of times. But right now, we're gonna go out and what are we gonna pick?
We're gonna pick mint.
We
Wet
are.
stuff.
We have some spearmint out there and we're gonna go out and we're gonna cut the spearmint. We're gonna process it just like we did the basil. And then we're going to, after we do, I've got a lot of mint. So after we do that, okay, I'll smush that leaf. After we do that, we're going
If you want watermelons, come to our platform.
our platform, yep. If you want basil and mint, after we get the mint, we're gonna process it just the same way that we did the basil, and we'll get it freeze drying. And then what are we gonna do?
Then,
We're gonna do
hold on.
sage.
Guys, guess what? It is my little brother's birthday.
It is our little brother's birthday.
So
And
come to my birthday.
oh yeah, he's inviting you all to his party. How old are you, Baylor?
I'm 6.
Baylor is 6 years old today. And Kaylee is going to have a birthday in
September.
2 months.
2 months.
In 2 months, and how old will you be, Kaylee?
9.
Kaylee will be 9. So I've got him here as slave labor for a long, long time. I hope that
guys.
if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. If you have any comments or questions about anything that you've learned concerning basil, give us a holler because we love to answer questions, don't we?
Yep.
Yep.
Come to the platform!
Okay. It's good to talk to you. And